everyone! Welcome back to Imagination Vacation. My name is Holly and I am a librarian at the St. Catharines Public Library. In this series, we use our imaginations and help from the library's green screen to travel to amazing places. This morning, I was reading this awesome book all about sharks, and it made me wonder, what would it be like to dive down to the bottom of the ocean and see it with our own eyes? Well, I don't have a submarine, but I do have swim goggles and flippers. We could use our imaginations to go exploring in the ocean. Will you come with me? All right, let's start by imagining what we would see in the sea.
What do you see?
Well, here we are on the ocean floor in the deepest part of the sea. This is the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean. We are 10,994 meters below the surface. If we were to drop Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain, into the ocean right here, its top would still be over a kilometer below the surface.
Wow!
Only 3 people have ever been down this deep. So, what do you see? Wait, nothing? Oh, well, here's the thing. The sun's light simply cannot reach us here because we are so deep below the surface. It is dark all the time. What do you say we swim up a little bit higher? Okay, this is a little bit better. Did you know that scientists divide the oceans into layers, kind of like cake? The top layer of the ocean is called the sunlight zone. The sun's light is still able to filter through the water here, allowing plants to grow. In fact, most of the life in the ocean is found in the sunlight zone. In the warm tropical waters, coral reefs grow and they teem with life. What would we see around us in the sunlight zone? Well, it depends on where we are on Earth. We might see kelp or tropical fish like the blue tang. We could see sea turtles, sharks,
Yikes!
seals, and oh my goodness, that is the world's biggest animal ever, the blue whale. The middle layer of the ocean is called the twilight zone. Very little light is able to reach this layer, which means no plants can grow here. Animals that make the twilight zone their home include octopus, lobsters, eels, and viper fish. The midnight zone lies below the twilight zone. No sunlight reaches that layer at all. It is very cold down there, and the only light comes from animals that can make their own. You might come across sea stars, sea cucumbers, gulper fish, or anglerfish.
What do you hear?
The ocean is a surprisingly loud place. Under the water, it is difficult to see or smell, so many animals rely on their ability to hear to survive. Sound travels much faster underwater than in the air, and it is the best way for animals to talk to each other and to learn about their environment. For example, Dolphins use an amazing tool called echolocation. They make special sounds called clicks that travel through the water as sound waves. These sound waves bounce off of the objects in the water and reflect back to the dolphins, allowing them to see the ocean around them. Perhaps the most beautiful sound in the ocean is whale song. Humpback whales are the most famous of the singing whales, with incredible songs that involve many different patterns of clicks, groans, trills, whistles. Why do whales sing? Well, scientists don't really know the answer, but some of their best guesses are to mark territory, to find mates, coordinate their migrations, communicate with their babies, and just because it's fun. Whales are also among the loudest of Earth's animals. Blue whales and sperm whales can make calls that are louder than a jet engine. Some whale songs can travel over 16,000 kilometers away. That would be like traveling across Canada 3 times. There is quite a lot of human noise in the ocean as well. Ship engines, underwater blasts, sonar, oil drilling. All of this noise makes it more and more difficult for sea animals to communicate. Scientists are studying the ways our noise affects the ocean and trying to find ways to limit noise pollution to protect sea animals.
What do you feel?
Depending on where in the world you are and what time of year it is, the ocean can be very cold. In the winter in the North Atlantic, the water temperature drops below freezing. You might be swimming alongside gigantic icebergs. Unless you're a polar bear, you'd probably not feel very comfortable. In the tropics, where the sun's light hits the earth directly, the water can get much warmer. If you were to walk on the ocean floor, you might find it rocky or sandy. You might even find it mushy or slimy from the decomposing seaweed. What if you could reach out and touch some of the creatures that live in the ocean? Shellfish, like lobsters, have hard, smooth shells with bumps and lumps. A dolphin's skin is hairless and rubbery and feels a lot like a hard-boiled egg. Sharks have tiny teeth-like scales all over their skin, making them feel just like sandpaper. Although, I'm not sure I'd be petting a great white shark anytime soon.
What do you smell?
What can you smell underwater? Well, if you're a human, nothing. We're not able to use our noses under the water because it's impossible for us to breathe without getting water in our lungs. So, are there animals that can smell underwater? Amazingly, yes. Fish have a special organ near their eyes that they use to detect smells in the water. Sharks use their amazingly powerful ability to smell to track down their meals. They even have the nickname swimming noses. Salmon's ability to smell is thousands of times more powerful than a dog's, and they use it to return to the exact place where they were born to have their own babies. Lobsters use their antennae to smell. In fact, their sense of smell is their most important tool for navigating their way around the dark ocean floor.
What do you taste?
Speaking of lobsters, the ocean provides us with so many incredible things to eat. Have you had a tuna fish sandwich lately? Next time you do, imagine that enormous fish swimming through the cold ocean. There are many other delicious fish to eat as well. Haddock, halibut, cod, all would make for a very good meal of fish and chips. Do you have a favorite ocean food? Boy, it's hard to pick just one. Mussels, crab, oysters, eel, lobsters. People all over the world enjoy the incredible foods that come from the sea. Well, now I definitely need a snack. Wonder if I have any lobster in my fridge. What do you say we head back now? Well, that was really fun, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to learn more about the world's oceans, head to the library's website and log on to Explora with your library card. You'll find all kinds of information, magazine articles, encyclopedia entries, photos, maps, and more. And please join me for our next Imagination Vacation. Who knows where our imaginations will take us next? Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.